on to tight ends, our favorite position. Greg Dulcich is a frequent flyer on this report, and he's only a 35% roster. They were on bye, so I think that his roster should probably just drop, but I think that he's not a 1 week fill-in. He's the type of guy that, you know, could end up giving you the rest of season value if you are really lean in position. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that drafted someone like Dawson Knox or Mike Gesicki, or, you know, the guys are pretty unpredictable. And I actually really like Dulcich. In London, caught 4 of 5 targets for 87 yards. We've talked about him being everything that Albert Okwuegbunam should have been this season. But yeah, Dulcich is the tight end 4 on a per game basis since joining the team in week 6, behind only George Kittle, Travis Kelce, and Dallas Goedert. So that is a pretty good list to be among. Other guys that I like, Cade Otton for sure. He ended up seeing a much bigger role in this game, and he gets the Seahawks next week, widely available at 11% rostered. And then we mentioned Cole Kmet earlier, finding the end zone, and you know, just this whole Bears offense looking a lot more competent. So they get the Lions, Falcons, and Jets next. I mean, Jets are a little bit more difficult than historically we've thought of them as, but the Falcons and Lions are exactly what we thought they'd be.
Yeah, and I like that the names on the top of this list are guys with upside, like Otton. Well, it's funny. I picked up Otton in a couple leagues, but then when I saw Mark Andrews was out, I think I dropped him in 2 of those leagues and added Isaiah Likely instead. And then I was like, oh shoot, did I get too? Should I have just stuck with Otton? But I mean, this role is going to grow. I mean, Otton's getting those looks even when I had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the field. So I mean, I know they've had tight end injuries, but I feel like that he's going to keep growing in that offense. I'm a little more leery of Cole Kmet because
we were burned early season.
Yeah, we were burned, but I just don't know how much of a passing attack the Bears are going to have, even though that has grown more in recent weeks. I mean, I guess if you have to pick somebody up, he can only go up. But yeah, that one's harder to invest in. But Dulcich, I really like, and probably did slip under the radar. He was a guy who was really trending up, and the only reason he's only 35% rostered is because he had the bye week. Noah Fant showed up again a little bit. He's teased us a lot before in the past. But again,
the pedigree and
all these guys are Well,
so
yeah, the pedigree and the upside.
I certainly like him in an offense that is looking a lot better than we had ever predicted, for sure. So yeah, I like him. Some other names: Hunter Henry had a nice day. James Mitchell had a nice day. I mean, that tight end position is now vacated with TJ Hawkinson off to Minnesota. So I mean, that's a super deep league type thing if you're looking for someone that is out there in pretty much every league.